What's going on, everybody? It's Hayes Carlson here with BHRV RV in beautiful Oklahoma City, and we are so back. Now, if you guys have seen my channel before, you know that back in 2021, I was doing these videos over at Floyd's RV in Norman. Now, unfortunately, Floyd's is no longer. They have sold to a different, bigger company. However, I am super excited to tell you guys that I have joined the awesome team here at BHRV Oklahoma City. And we are back, man. So get prepared. You know that we're going to be bringing you guys the coolest and hottest fifth wheels, travel trailers, toy haulers, and motorhomes out there on the market. And today is no exception. Right now, we're going to be touring the Entegra Odyssey SE, and this is the 22C floor plan. Super excited to show this to you guys. We're going to pull out the slide, get the awning out, and look at all of the features and benefits that this beautiful motorhome has. So be sure to stick around. Now, before we get too terribly deep into this, let's talk about the chassis of this. So this is built on a 2025 Ford E350 chassis. Now this does have the 7.3 liter quote unquote Godzilla motor from Ford. Now this has 325 horsepower and 450 foot-pounds of torque. Now, one thing that I really do like that they did on this chassis is they have a catalytic converter protection system. Now, I'm going to do my best to show this to you guys. There we go. So here is the catalytic converter. Do you see that orange strap right there? That makes it extremely hard to cut through, so you don't have to worry about your catalytic converter being stolen whenever it's just at idle or at your campsite or even off of the dealer's lot. So one great anti-theft protection device that you really got to appreciate from Ford. Now, Entegra has 3 different trim levels to this version of their Class C motorhome. Our base level is this, the Entegra Odyssey SE. And then we're going to have the Entegra Odyssey, one step up. And the top dog of this version of motorhome is the Entegra Esteem. Now, we do have all 3 of those here on the lot, so be prepared for another video showing you those too. Let's check out some of the details on the outside of this coach first. Now, on the front cap, it is a one-piece fiberglass front cap that is seamless. Now, most Class C RVs are going to have a big seam that runs right across here where the wall joins the front cap, and that is not the case here. So the wall continues out, and they seamlessly bond that front cap right there, because that is a major leaking point in most Class C RVs. Good job, Entegra. Now, another thing that Entegra really does right is their warranty. So they have a 2+3 warranty. And I'm sure you're asking yourself, what in the world does that mean? So the 2-year warranty is your limited warranty, and that's going to cover almost everything besides your wearable items, right? So most companies are only going to give you a 1-year limited warranty. So you only have 1 season worth of camping, you winterize it, and you get it out for the next camping season, and you're already out of warranty. And that is not the case here, because you get a whole extra year. Plus, you have a 3-year structural warranty on this. Let's take a look at some of the compartments on this coach. Now, this is your liquid propane tank, and this is a 12.2 gallon liquid propane tank. And right next door to that is your 30,000 BTU furnace. Next door to that is your 6-gallon hot water heater with rapid recovery mode. A rapid who what now? Rapid recovery mode. So what that means is that this hot water heater can run off of either your liquid propane, your generator, or your shore power line. Now this is a 30 amp unit, and this hot water heater can produce up to 18 gallons of super hot water per hour, which if you guys are seasoned campers, you know that that is more than enough for you to take a nice, hot shower. Now our next compartment is going to contain our dual solar charger, as well as a couple of outlets and your coax inlet. Now let's talk about this for just a moment. The Odyssey SE does have an option for solar, and this is optioned with that. So you have a 200-watt solar panel that's mounted to the roof, as well as a dual controller. Now what that is going to do is split that charge between your chassis and your house batteries. And since we option for solar, you also get an extra house battery. So whenever you're not using this and that solar is taking energy from the sun, it's going to keep your batteries charged. It's going to help them last longer, especially in those winter months or when you're not even using the camping. So next time, whenever you go out to go camping with you and your family, we're not having to go and change batteries, which is awesome. Moving from that solar compartment, you've got an empty compartment perfect for storage. And next to that brings us to the back. Now, this bumper would be great to store your sewer line in. There's a good look at our taillights. And up top, we do have a backup camera and third brake lights that are top mounted. Now, I know you may be asking yourself, Hayes, why are you pointing out the third brake light? And the reason is a lot of these don't even have a third brake light. So whenever you're using your 5,000-pound hitch that has a 500-pound tongue weight, and you've got a trailer that's blocking these tail lights, that third brake light up above your camera is going to do a great job of letting the traffic behind you know that you're coming to a stop. Moving from the rear of this coach, here is your gas tank into your water control center. Now, whenever you go to hook up to water, you will flip these knobs accordingly, depending on what you're wanting to do. And then you have your low point drain, as well as your dump site. There it is right there. Moving along. Now, again, this is a 30 amp unit. This next compartment is going to have your cable, as well as a couple of outlets and your satellite inlet. Next to that is your city water connection and your tank flush, and then your outdoor shower. Just below the outdoor shower, we've got another compartment that is nice and big for storage, and then a low point drain right next to the generator. Now, guys, this is a RVMP Flex Power 4000i generator, and it does a great job of powering this coach. Let's hop inside and get this bad boy cranked up and opened up. Now, one thing that I did forget to mention to you guys is you do have this LP Quick Connect right there, so you can plug in your own grill to make some delicious food while you're out camping. All right. And just like that, we are on the inside of this beautiful Entegra Odyssey SE 22C. Come along, let's check this out. So from here forward is completely OEM Ford. Nothing too crazy special up here. This is just like what you would get from the Ford dealer. So new, even still have the plastic on the seats. Now up above is where we will have your overhead bunk. Now guys, this is rated for 750 pounds. Most of these overhead bunks from other manufacturers are going to be somewhere around the 300 to 400 range, whereas they really overdo it and have 750 pounds worth of a weight limit, which is great. After that, you have your 32-inch smart TV. Now, since it is a smart TV, you can totally stream, hop on YouTube or Netflix, put your favorite Hayes Carlson with Bob Hurley RV video on there. Any of that good stuff works. Coming over here to the door, you have some above the head storage, as well as our door and step there. Now let's look at some of these controls. This is going to be your CO2 and propane gas detector. This is going to take your power step, power on and off, your main power, your awning controls, as well as your exterior light, and that remote for our solar package that we do have. Couple of plug-ins and the light for the interior lights. And as we move over this way, this is our legless dinette. Now, what's important about this legless dinette, you may ask? So a couple of things here. Both of these seats have seat belts, which is huge. You would be so surprised how many of these motorhomes do not have any seat belts for anybody other than the people that are at the front. So A1 job on the safety. Now, the other cool part about this is that you're on a hinge bracket over here. So whenever I go to lift this up and then out, you'll notice how the table came disconnected from the wall. And then we can push this down, remove some of these cushions, and we're doing this in real time, folks. Real time. Take out some of these cushions here and then place our table down. Perfect. So now we can have access to some of the storage that's right underneath here. Check this out. How cool. You can see where those seat belts are mounted to the actual steel. We'll put our cushions back and flip these guys around. So now, bada bing, bada boom. There we go. And now we've got a bed. Don't you love it? Oh my goodness. Now right next to this, you'll notice this huge window. Now these windows do have shades that come down all in one piece. Nice and dark so you can get some good sleep whenever you're out camping. And you do have a couple of overhead lights, which we can hit with this switch and have some nice overhead lights above the dinette. So let's talk about something else that's pretty important, and that's the construction of this bad boy. Now the walls, the roof, and the floor have all been laminated, and that's where they put it in a vacuum chamber and put over 144 tons worth of pressure in it. And that really gets those things bonded together and makes sure that you're not going to have any separation. Now, whenever they go and cut out all of the windows of these units, they also do a delamination test. So just know that even with that 3-year structural warranty, you're not going to have to worry about any delamination issues on this coach. Now, even though this is the base model coach in this lineup, it goes through the exact same construction process as their flagship model, the Esteem. So you're not going to have to worry about a manufacturer looking to pinch pennies just because it's the base model. Very nice. This coach comes standard with a 13,500 BTU air conditioner, and this coach really isn't all that big, so this AC does a great job of keeping it nice and cool during those summer months. Here's a look at our kitchen. Now, our sink is stainless steel, gotta love that. And you do have a 2-burner gas cooktop here with the glass cover giving you that much more counter space, which we know is so important in these coaches. Here's a look at some of our drawers. Now these guys do lock in place, so whenever you're going down the road, you're not having your cabinets open everywhere and toss all of your stuff. Here's a look underneath the sink. And back above that cooktop, you have a little backsplash as well as an exhaust fan. And right above that, you have your convection microwave. Now guys, this thing does a great job and is a fantastic alternative to an actual oven. So this gives you even heat all the way around your food, not just like a microwave. It's a lot different. I highly suggest that you either try one or get some more information on those because they do a great job. A little bit more cabinet space. And right above that microwave would be a great place to put your cutting boards. And next to that, we have our 12-volt refrigerator. Now, guys, this thing has 10 cubic feet worth of space to put all of your food. Plenty of space through here. And just on the opposite side of that is some pantry cabinetry. So on this side, we've got some storage, perfect for some canned foods, maybe some spices, things of that nature. Good bit of storage there. And then that leads us over to the bedroom. Now, as you guys saw before, this portion right here is on the slide. It is currently all the way out. And this does have an RV queen, which means that there is a hinge right here in the middle to fold your mattress up whenever you take the slide out. Now, underneath the bed, you've got a little bit more storage, which is always nice. Got to utilize every piece that we can. And on the other side of the bed, this is where you get a ton of storage, man. Look at that. All kinds of space. You've even got a little rack up there so you can hang up all of your clothes, and 2 drawers. Again, these do lock in place, so these aren't going to be flying around everywhere while you're going down the road. Perfect. Now above the bed, We've got some more cabinetry that is super deep, man. That goes all the way back. And this is a pass-through, so you can fit larger objects in there if you wanted to. Plenty of storage here in the bedroom. And guys, this is a walk-around bed. Now, Entegra does have a few floor plans with the bed on the side and a corner bed. However, one thing that I do like about this coach is you can get on all sides and get access to your plug-ins. So good job of utilizing all this space. Now guys, this AC is ducted, so you'll notice all of these different vents around. It is ducted. You do have an extra little fan up there going into the bathroom or the lavatory, right? There's your commode. Again, with the stainless steel sink and hardware. Really do love that. Now let's take a look at the shower. Now you guys may have heard me say this before in some of my older videos, but I am 6'5" tall. I've been called a lot of things in my life, and short was never one of them. And you know, that has to be about my biggest gripe in this RV is the shower size. As a tall guy, I can make it work. It wouldn't be the most comfortable thing in the world, but I could make it happen, right? There's your little shower curtain there. I do have enough space for my head, although if I lean too far forward, I am going to hit that guy. But, I mean, in an RV this small and in this price point, you really don't have that much to complain about. Going from the bathroom back over to the bedroom, one thing that I have noticed is that in this window right here, there is not a screen. And that's because they legally can't put a screen on here because it is facing the back. Now, instead of having a TV mounted from the factory, they do have a TV mounting bracket location right here. So if you do want a TV, it's definitely something that we can do. It's just not going to come that way from the factory. That really about does it for our tour. So stick around real quick. We're going to button this guy back up and go back and park it. So I'm backing this thing up back in its parking spot, and there's one thing that I forgot to show you guys, and it's really cool, so check this out. So here we are back on the inside, and here is our fan-schmancy rear view mirror. Now check this out. Whenever you hit that power button, it's going to have your backup camera on all the time. And get this, whenever we shift into reverse, it's also going to have the audio from the backup camera right here. How cool is that? As we back up, we'll get nice and straight, and whoop, there we are. Just like that. And that about wraps it up for today. Man, I'm so excited to be doing these videos again for you guys. Thank you very much for sticking around this far. And if you did enjoy this, be sure to give me a like, share it with your friends, and drop me a comment down below on what some of your favorite parts are about this motorhome. Personally, I really love that one-piece front cab. That way you're really never going to have any water intrusion. I love the fact that we have seat belts for your passengers that aren't in the cab. And my one gripe, you guys probably guessed it, is the shower. As a tall guy, it's really not the most ideal place to take a shower. However, for the size and for this price point of just the base model, you really don't have all that much to complain about. But thanks again, guys, for joining. Hope to see you on the next one. And if you're interested in this coach or maybe something else, or if you have any recommendations on a coach that you'd like me to tour just for you guys, drop it down in the comments below. Thanks, y'all. Hope you have a great day, and we'll catch you on the next one.